Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, if you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe at the eve of Juventus-Inter. And yes, I don't want to stop now because we're doing great. We qualified for the 8 quarterfinals of the Champions League. In Serie A, we're doing very well lately. We come from 3 victories in a row as Juventus, by the way. And so I don't want to stop. I want to go on. Let's have a look at what expects us in Torino, a stadium that usually is pretty warm. But I hope that because of the fact that Juventus went out of the Champions League into Europe League, and because of the results that don't come, and because of the injuries that they have, I hope that the fans will not be as fiery as they usually are. It's definitely going to be a season definer for us, because our only hope to stay attached to the top of the table is to win. Also because there is Atalanta-Napoli, which is a game in which one of the 2 teams between the first and the second will lose some points. So it's really an important game for us. And it's also what's called the Derby d'Italia, the Derby of Italy, because these are the only 2 teams that basically played this game throughout history every year, because Milan went to Serie B twice, and Juventus went to Serie B. Yes, we're the only team in Italy that has never been to Serie B. But anyway, this is considered a game even more important than Milan-Inter for some, not for me, but for some. It's a game in which usually we don't play in 11 against 11, but 11 against 12, because that's the destiny of Juventus. They're famous through history for, at least in Italy, having some little interest in lobbying the refs and in having their favors. And that's why actually they went to Serie B already once, because someone found out. And we can quote hundreds of episodes in which Juventus has been favored by refs, from that incredible Quadrado penalty against Perisic with Conte that allowed Juventus to go into the Champions League the following year. So it was a pretty important type of theft. And of course the foul of Pjanic against Rafinha that deserved to be sent off, that deserved a red card, but was not sanctioned, even though Pjanic already had a yellow card. Was not even sanctioned. They gave a foul, but they didn't extract the yellow card, the second one. Anyway, let's stay concentrated on Saturday's game. No, because it's Sunday, so already out of concentration. Sunday night's game. We are in a situation in which Juventus is 2 points behind us, which, if you think about the injuries Juventus had, if you think about the way Juventus played, and if you think about the way Juventus has been criticized, it's really incredible that we are only 2 points ahead of them. And if they win, they could even overtake us. So this says a lot about the beginning of the season that Inter had, which was pretty disastrous. And the good news is that in every game, in every one of the 12 games of this season so far, we scored at least 1 goal. And so I hope that we'll be able to do the same on Sunday. The way that the teams play is 3-5-2 for both. So it's kind of a mirror situation in which we usually suffer a bit, especially with strong technical teams, because it's a type of duel, yes, that is basically gravitating all around the individual duels of the players, because if it's 3-5-2, it's like, one man marking each other, basically. And, Juventus has pretty strong players, at least in theory and at least in general. But with all these injuries, I read that the midfield of Juventus tomorrow should be formed by, nonetheless, that Minetti, Locatelli and Rabiot. So honestly, I think that midfield is where the game is going to be won, and midfield is where we can prevail. That's why I'm pretty optimistic, referee aside, because we have Çalhanoğlu, Barella and Mkhitaryan. So, I think honestly we have a much stronger midfield compared to them. And also we have, even though we have two strong injuries with Romelu and Brozovic, and also there is D'Ambrosio, my brother. D'Ambrosio, Juventus has far more, from, at least they say so, they say that Chiesa won't be able to play. Also, of course, Di Maria is out, Pogba is out, Bremer, I don't know if he'll play or not. But anyway, it's a game in which, considering the fragility of the opponent because of the injuries, considering the good psychological and physical state in which we are, it's a game that's really fundamental. If we win this game, I truly will start to believe again that we have chances for winning the overall Serie A. If not, if we slide, 10 or even 11 points below Napoli, I think that the chances will be very slim, even because we are a very psychologically affectable squad. So going to the pause for the World Cup with such a distance might be lethal for us. Anyway, let's see how it will go. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button and subscribe. It's very important for me. And leave a comment. I would love to know what you think about my videos and how I could improve them. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon. As always, Forza Magica Inter!